Good morning, everyone. It is December the 21st, 2025. I still have quite a few videos to catch up on. I have been filming quite a lot between being sick and we've had to deal with, unfortunately, a death in the family as well at this Christmas. So it's been a very chaotic Christmas for me as well. And we're still trying to play catch up. So please excuse the fact that I haven't got everything up that I normally try to get up. But sometimes things also come in faster than I can cope with it. But today the video I'm going to put up is on the safe supply again. It came out at the beginning of December. It was what I've been talking about on the witnesses that they want now for when the safe supply, when you're at the clinic, they want to watch you taking the drugs, and the drugs that they hand out, that they're taking the drugs properly and not taking them out of the clinic and selling them on the streets. Is one of the reasons why this started up as well. And it's been a lot of controversy about this, whether it's good, if it's really helping people, or it's chasing people away from the clinics doing that. And then you have another person a little later down on the video too, talking about she doesn't believe in the safe supplies. She said if it hadn't been for the resources that were available for the treatment centers and that, for her to get off the drugs, she was grateful for having that, and that's the way she sees it. And a lot of people see it that way as well. It's not just handing out the free drugs basically, or just, okay, no problem, I can still do my drugs even if it's in front of somebody, and at least I'm not alone on the street. At least, if I OD, there's going to be somebody there to save me. And I think this is one of the things that's been on a lot of people's minds. Is like, you care about people, but they have to care about themselves too. And myself, I believe more in the treatment centers, because even myself, I could have gone to drugs and alcohol and whatnot in a very, very bad way when I ended up in the shelter. My marriage broke up and I was mentally not in the right place at the same time, trying to come out of that. But it was through counseling and everything that helped me. And so that's the way I see it, in a good way, where people are helping people in such a way that you have to come to terms with whatever your problems are. And when you're in the problems, you don't always see how to come to terms with it. It's other people that sit there, listen, and then they help you to come to terms with your problems and how to deal with them. And it's always one step at a time. It doesn't come all at once. It doesn't happen overnight. As I've often said, even our situation since the pandemic and the tariffs and everything, the world has come to a situation where all our problems are certainly not going to get solved overnight. They never have. But we've got a lot more problems on our plate than we ever had around the world right now. And you just cannot run away from your problems. And even as a child, before we even had a drug crisis, way back then we didn't. It was an alcohol crisis. And my parents and my grandfather would used to tell me, you can't run away from your problems. You may be able to go out and get drunk, and you don't have to worry about it for a little while. But guess what? When you sober up, it's going to be there. All your problems are going to still be there. So you need to learn how to problem solve and do the job yourself. So it's something that I firmly believe in. I love the this video on the girl talking about it, how she was able to do the same thing. I think it's people being there for people that really count, and being able to talk to people is much better than drugs, because that's all you're doing. You're just postponing your problems for another time. And that was one thing that was really drilled into me when I was younger, and I think that's one of the reasons why I never went to drugs or alcohol as well, that there's other better ways of solving one's problems. So I'm going to put this video up, and I think it's an excellent video, and I just want to share this with everyone, and hopefully this will be an inspiration video for people, in a sense that there are other ways other than drugs to solve your problems, and they'll go in and get addictions. And kind of a Christmas present for me, I hope. Just rambling on here, but I hope that it will inspire some people to realize that we all don't have to go to drugs, that they'll seek that help that they need and get into rehabilitation, and that we boost up our rehabilitation centers and places for people who are addicts and need that help, one-to-one. And that's what helped me. It was counseling and one-to-one. It wasn't drugs, that's for sure. So I'm going to leave it there for everyone today, and be safe, watch your surroundings, and we'll talk again soon, and bye-bye.